name is William Ding, and this is my LLM Evaluation Platform project with HeadStarter. Essentially, what this project is going to do is that we allow users to prompt numerous models at once and compare their responses and also understand a metric of their factuality, right, of each model's response. So we can just jump right in. This is the experiments list page. This is going to generate a list of all the experiments that we've ever saved. We can create a new experiment or clear the history. But what we're going to do right now is just continue this experiment for now. We can create a new experiment later. And here's the name, here's the system prompt. You're a mathematically based platform that can calculate arithmetic precisely to the hundredth place. So theoretically, all the answers we should get from these models need to be calculated to the hundredth place, right? So if I'm getting like, if I want them to generate something like pi, it should stop at 3.14. So I'm going to select all these models at once. I'm going to run this experiment, and we can see that based on the models I've selected, it's going to generate columns only on those models, right? So if I selected Gemini and Mistral or Gemini and Llama, it's only going to show 2 columns. So let's jump right in. What is 35 times 5? This should be 175, right? So I'm going to submit the test case, going to give it a little bit, and don't know what Gemini is doing at all, right? But LLMs do this sometimes. So Mistral is saying product of 35 and 5 is 175, and Llama is saying the same thing. So these factuality scores are 100%, right? They're 100% correct. Don't know why this is doing this, but we can just create a new test case and see what's up. What is 100 divided by 7? Let's do, this should be 14.29. So theoretically, if these LLMs are doing the job that they are supposed to be doing, there we go. Right, so Gemini seems to be freaking out. Perhaps something's wrong in the back end, but at least it did calculate 100 divided by 7, but it's not rounded to what we want, so we are not going to give it a good factuality score. But Mistral and Llama have both calculated it correctly and rounded it, so we have good factuality scores here. So we can move on to something a little bit different. Let's try demo 2, and let's do a language model. Or, of course, they're all language models, but let's do something more based on words. So let's say you are a linguistically specialized platform. You should be able to accurately count the number of appearances of a letter as prompted in a given word as prompted. Okay, let's select just Gemini and Mistral this time, because Mistral and Llama seem to be performing well together, but I want to compare. Actually, let's remove Gemini. I want to compare Mistral and Llama because they seem to be performing quite well to what I've been asking it so far. Gemini, I don't know what's wrong. I'm going to have to fix that. But let's say something like, how many eyes are in Mississippi? Should be 4. So when we're inputting the expected output, that's what the models, or that's what the responses will be compared to in terms of factuality, right? So if I said something like 5, which is factually incorrect, those models are still going to be compared to my factually incorrect answer. So it's important that when we're discussing these LLMs or testing these LLMs, we need to be able to have a factual metric where humans can validate whether or not these models are being correct. Because, for example, if we prompt the model on something, or if we prompt 2 models on the same thing and they're both incorrect, but they give the same answer, we can't just compare them and call them factually correct, right? We need an outside metric, an outside control that allows us to actually, what's the word I'm looking for? To actually compare? No, but you get what I mean, right? This is what we're going for, right? So there are 4 instances in the letter I of Mississippi. There are 4 I's in the word Mississippi. Both are correct. Both are factually 100%. Sometimes when it comes to API calls, sometimes they're very short response times, sometimes they're a bit longer, but it always gets there. So thanks for watching.